equation. What is chemical equation then? Previously we have discussed burning of magnesium ribbon. What is magnesium Mg and what is oxygen O reacted to produce MgO, right? This is an act of representing chemical reaction using symbol and short form of an elements. Symbols of an element, you can say. Shorthands is called as chemical equation. Why it is so important? You are going to write one or two reactions. It's okay for you to write completely full form, but those to the personals who completely deal with chemistry is going to write very short form. That short form, for example, they write hydrogen as H, helium as He, and this depends. These symbols depends on their Latin name or on the first and second letter. For example, if you take helium, the symbol of helium is He, which is first two letters of an element. If you take gold, its symbol is Au, which is the Latin name, which is taken derived from the Latin name Arum, Aurum. Argentum, silver, Ag, right? Like this. An act of representing elements in the short form, in the shorthand, is called as chemical symbol or as symbols of an element. Chemical equation using that symbols what we have done, isn't it? If we are going to write it in the form of reaction, then it is called as a chemical equation. An act of representing chemical reaction using symbols is called as chemical equation. Okay, and also you can say the simplest way to determine the chemical reaction, simplest way to represent the chemical reaction is called as chemical equation using symbols. Okay, using symbols, which includes each and everything. There are some limitations which you cannot do from the chemical reaction, which includes many more. Now for writing a chemical equation, I said it is short form of an element. Using that we are representing a chemical reaction. What did I say here? Magnesium Mg reacts with oxygen O to produce MgO, magnesium oxide. But there is quite wrong here, right? Here two oxygen in the LHS side of the reaction. LHS side is which is separated by the arrow mark. LHS side, left hand side. Right hand side MgO we have. Here Mg plus O2 in the LHS and MgO in the RHS. Okay. Mg plus O2 gives MgO. One oxygen and two oxygen. How is this possible? So it is important to balance the chemical equation. Okay, balancing chemical equation is also important. Then what will be the balanced equation of this? 2Mg plus O. 2Mg plus O2 gives MgO, 2MgO. 2 oxygen, 2 oxygen, 2 magnesium, 2 magnesium, right? Balanced. Why to balance this? Why to balance? Why it is necessary in order to balance the chemical reaction? I hope you have studied about law of conservation of mass. Law of conservation of mass states that mass can neither be created nor be destroyed, but can only be changed from one form to another. If you take water and keep it in freezer and convert it into an ice cube, there is no change in the mass. I'm saying it is only change in the state of the substance, isn't it? The water has changed into ice. Has the mass reduced? No, volume has decreased. Mass has not reduced, the volume has decreased, that's it. And because of this only, if we did not balance the equation, what happens? Listen here, Mg here one oxygen, here two oxygen, and here one oxygen. The mass is destroyed here. Where did one more oxygen atom gone? Where it went? No, right? You cannot do it. That is why zinc plus sulfuric acid, and this is also one more reaction, zinc sulfate plus hydrogen. Zn plus H2SO4, ZnSO4 plus H2. This is called as displacement reaction. You'll study it afterwards. You no need to do in your examinations in order to balance. You know, no need to do all this type of box, dabba, and all. No, no, not required. You have to just write the balanced equation. If it is asked in the question that determine using box, then you have to. If not, no, just balance the equation. You'll This is the basic you're studying. That's why you may feel it difficult, but it's very easy when you go on repeatedly on it. Next, here comes the reaction which I stated before, that reaction of iron with water or oxygen. Iron, when react with the atmospheric moisture, will result in the formation of iron oxide and hydrogen. Iron oxide is the rust, the brown layer which you found. I don't know what we call it in Hindi, but I say it's rusting, right? That is, we call it as. Same here, balancing the reactions. Balanced form is here, right? Just don't, if you are feeling very difficult by all those, you don't worry. That is why I am here. One iron, here three iron, right? Then how many is less? Two is less. If two is less, if we add two here, okay, if we add two here, how much it will become? In order to balance, Fe 1 is here, and here we have got 3. There is 2 extra iron molecules, iron atoms. 2 hydrogen, no problem. 1 oxygen, 4 oxygen. Here comes problem with. In order to balance this, what you have to do is, this is the balanced reaction. 4 water, 1 iron, okay, 1 iron, 4 water, iron oxide plus 4 hydrogen. 4 4 into 2, 8 hydrogen, 8 hydrogen. 8 hydrogen, 8 hydrogen balanced, right? 4 oxygen, 4 oxygen. 4 oxygens are also balanced. But here comes the case of iron. Okay, iron is not yet balanced here. This is the completely balanced we have in the LHS side, that is in the reactants side. And one more thing I forgot to tell you. This is, if you take this as a chemical equation, here iron and water are the reactants. LHS side, which substance are going to react, which are the substance which are going to react are called as reactants, which are the substance formed after the result, that is as the result of the reaction, are called as products. This side reactants, this side products. Okay, and this is the completely balanced reaction now. Okay.